since like over 2 weeks now. Myself and my colleagues trying to bring you up to speed and Nigerians up to speed with what is happening around the Osun State governorship election. Here I'm at AUD Grammar School in Atile Ikire, Irewole local government area of Osun State, and this is Unit 3, Ward 9. And we have about 1,170 registered voters here at this polling unit, and as you can see behind me, we have a lot of people here who are here early enough at about 7 a.m. waiting to discharge their civic responsibility. But the electoral process started around 8:30 because the election officials got here very early, and they are giving preference to elderly people. You know, you could see some elderly people here. You could just come around sitting, and they're giving them preference to ensure that they vote and leave the stage. I've been monitoring the process. If you see, the beaver machine has been working, and everything has been going smoothly here. We have a large crowd here, so because we have about 1,170 registered voters at this polling unit in Atile Irewole local government area of Osun State.
Hearing that there is such a huge crowd of people there with you, trying to make sure that they cast their votes. Tell us what the mood is in that environment. Do you notice, I mean, you know there was a build-up of all kinds of noise about insecurity. What can you tell us about the mood of the people as far as all that insecurity scare was compared to what we have on ground now, where you are?
Okay, I think to the build up to the election, the scare, violence has nothing on these people, because if you see the enthusiasm on their faces, they are willing to discharge their civic responsibility. They came out early enough to cast their ballots. And we've been speaking to people since Channelstv has been on ground, and they said they've been getting assurances from the government that they should come out, discharge their civic responsibility, come out in mass, and they'll be protected. And that's why we see large number of security agents, combined security agencies, about 25,000, according to the IGP. Police has about 15,000. We have NSCDC officials about 10,000, and other security agencies monitoring this election to ensure that there's no breakdown of law and order in any part of Osun State.
I see a huge crowds behind you or beside you, as the case may be. How are the officials, organizing that to ensure that everything is orderly? Because it seems like the enthusiasm is high, and people want to get on it as soon as possible.
Okay, if you see behind me, there's a kind of barricade here. No one except you're voting, except you're going there to get accredited and vote. No one is allowed to pass. No one is allowed to pass this barricade here. People are seated on this other end. You can see elderly people sitting. Then on the queue2, you can see, and the security agents are there to ensure that everything is orderly. So for now, I think it's been put under control.
Can you give us an idea how long it takes for each voter to perform their civic duties? How many, like maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes does it take?
Okay, sometimes when I work close to the INEC official there with the beavers machine, sometimes the beavers machine, it takes about 1-2 minutes to recognize your face, and sometimes it takes a little while. Then the INEC official tells the voter to wait. They try maybe to restart the beavers machine for it to function properly. Then it takes them, but for now they've not had any issues. You know, if it fails, they restart. It comes on again and it captures the face. And people have been voting. You can see they've been voting, and from the beavers machine, after checking your name on the list, from the beavers to the beavers machine, you check your name on the list. They give you the little paper there, you know. Then you also have your thumbprint. Then go there and vote.
Any complaints from the visuals you showed us earlier? We could see that it seems that some people are having one or two complaints. Any challenges that you notice that the voters, any concerns that the voters are expressing from what you can see or hear?
No, for now there are no challenges. They're not complaining. Only for them to just stay orderly. Then, you know, as usual, journalists, we have one or two issues with security agencies about trespassing one or two the barricaded areas. Except for that, there's not been issues here.
All right, thank you very much. We trust that you are being safe. You've been there for 2 weeks, so you've been safe. And I'm really glad to hear that all this insecurity scare has nothing on the people. And very, very enlightened people know that. Thank you so much for your job, and I'm sure we'll get back to you shortly.
Thank you.